Hello citizens of Britannia, welcome to Ultima Online Second Age. Today we are here to talk about Second Age entrances. Finally, everybody and their brother is lately asking about how to get to Second Age, how to get to Lost Lands. Well, the answer is using one of the 10, 11, I never counted them, entrances to the world of the Lost Lands. Because Ultima Online started with the Ultima Online period, which is in Fel only. And then after a couple of years, the Second Age expansion came out, introducing the Lost Lands, where you find the Nightmare, the White Worm, the Therotan Avengers, the Ophidians, and the Ostard. And that's pretty much it. Titans, no, that's not pretty much it. Titans, Cyclops, Wyverns, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that it's being found in Second Age, but how do you get there? So here today we are here to make you familiar with all the entrances from the old lands of Britannia to the new lands of Second Age. Here we are with the first entrance we are going to cover being the most popular one, which is Del Passage. Why is Del Passage so popular? Well, Del Passage is like this. It looks like a cave, even if somebody disagrees with that. What's so important about Del Passage? Del Passage can be found all the way south of Death Star Dungeon and southwest of Trinsic. It's so important because you go here after just a few moments. Okay, here. Curious fact, all the way north of here, around here can be found the Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't drop particular loot on Second Age, unfortunately. And here you are. You already are in Delucia. Very, very, very nice city, Delucia. So that's why it is so popular, because sometimes just enter there and you, after a few seconds, you are straight to a bank, straight to a stable here. And if you watched previous video about rares, you can also tell that in the stables there's the empty tab, and here there's a cool looking rare just here at the entrance, which is the pot of wax. Let's see. Maybe we're lucky. No, we're not lucky. There's only the static one. Here's the inn. Here are bulls for tamers to tame. There's sheep for doing a sheep pen. There's also orcs up here, and more bulls for tamers. You can find Ostard up here, and around here you can find paladins just north of the bank. Yeah, you have cotton field here. You basically have everything in this town. That's why this entrance is so popular. But okay, that entrance, we covered that. Let's skip to the next entrance. Next entrance is here, Ice Dungeon. North of Wrong. BJV town is also near here. Ice Dungeon is also popular because you notice that Del Passage and Ice Dungeon we entered with our Nightmare. Not all, spoiler alert, not all the entrances are like that. Why Ice Dungeon is also popular? Because, well, Ice Dungeon, you have the White Worm here, just northwest you have the White Worm spawning here. Only place on Second Age spawning a White Worm is here. And after that you have the Ice Fiends here with another spawning rare, which is the Crystal Ball, not the singing ball, the talking ball. Yeah, the one that when you double click it says various stuff spawning in this chest. And you have Ice Fiends here. So this is another very interesting entrance. It is the entrance I use the most, I confess, because it's the one I like the most, and BJV town is near here. Move to the next entrance. Okay, let's follow my book. Next entrance is going to be Marble Island. Marble Island is a very nice place. Very, 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 very quiet place. It is here. Okay, you can see Marble Island. You can tell why it is called Marble Island, because it has marble building. In this area you cannot have marble building in houses, but there's a sign here: animal cannot survive. Yeah, And in fact, if you go here, the animals will not come with you. The nightmare, for instance, your ride, your dragons, they will not come with you. And if you go all the way here, you end up at how was it called? How is this spot called? Well, you end up just south of Titan Valley. There was a name of this spawn. Yeah, in Age of Shadow era, that area had a name. You had the champion spawn there. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was called Marble. Yeah, Marble. Surprisingly enough, it was called Marble. So here is an entrance you cannot use to take your pet with you. That's unfortunate, but it's interesting. Mongolo, it's the famous Rexu Rekdu in the mage shop here on this altar. It's very handy, this spot, because when you come here with a single rune to buy Rex from, there are 6 NPCs selling Rex here. You have more. Speaking Rexu and Rekdu, well, one is from T2A to Fel, one is from Fel to T2A. I cannot tell which is which, but just tell them both. You end up here in Papua, where you have more mage NPCs to buy Rex from, and most important too, you have more NPCs here. Because if you take a step outside, you go here and you have more NPCs here, 1 and 2, selling Rex for you. So just 1 rune and many Rex sells for you. Interesting fact. You can also use the Rex to Rectu from here. I'm sure you all knew that. And here we are north of Mongolo, and no pets can travel here. Sometimes you find Ostard here or horses. Yeah. North Mines are north of Minok. Yeah, these are North Plains. Okay, this is Death for Dishonor Tower, I believe. Yeah, D4D. Okay, let's go here. It's a very quiet place. You have to pass here another small portion. And there you are in T2A. There you are. You are in the west part of T2, east part, sorry, of T2A. Yeah, it's a very stranded place. This place was, I believe, yeah, it's the southeasternmost part of T2A. Not a very popular area, but it's a very quiet entrance if you want to use it. And pets can go through it. So let's move to the next one. Next one is going to be Temple Island. Temple Island is fine. Temple Island is a fine entrance. I like that. Temple Island is on Temple Island. You have 4 treasure maps, 4 or 6 treasure maps here, and you just cross the portal here, and there you are. Here you are, more or less south of Bridges spawn. But the problem is, I don't know if you can teleport here. I believe you can. Otherwise, you have to go all the way south and east. But I think you can teleport here. Yeah, you can teleport here and be close to the somewhat close to the nightmare spawn. But again, sorry, it's not a very interesting place. It's interesting because you can make your pets go through the portal. Then what else do we have? Vesper Graveyard. This was a huge place back in Age of Shadow days. Why I cannot enter the ISX, of course, because I'm in T2A. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's go Vesper Graveyard. Vesper Graveyard. Okay, the rune is marked here. Yeah, exactly. You go here. There is this small building inside Vesper Graveyard. Okay, sometimes there's people farming here, mainly noobs, and because Vesper is a very nice city. You go here, and there's this portal. There is a sign here telling no pets are allowed. Yeah, exactly. You go here, and you end up, I believe, near Dungeon. Not Dungeon Doom. How was it called? There was a dungeon in later eras that was here. Dungeon Kadun or something. Yeah, you end up here in the southeast of Lost Land. Very stranded place. Nothing of interest in there. Let's go back to get our nightmare. It will be start messing around with skeletons and zombies. Oh no. Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course, but there's nothing to worry about. Oh, we have line of sight here. Then we have you jail. You jail. Okay. What? I am because I'm stupid. Okay. Come on. Enter. Come on. There you go. You jail. How does this work? I've never been there. I know, maybe you go here. Yeah, okay, you have the teleport, and no pets are allowed through here. You can tell no pets are allowed through here. Who the hell is using you jail here? I've never seen anyone using you jail here. Oh boy. This is very strange. Let's go. Where is it taking to? Let's go. I I think it's taking to lighthouse, maybe. Let me check. Yeah, the lighthouse. The lighthouse is very cool. It's the one of the northernmost part of the Lost Lands, of the mainland of the Lost Lands, aside when you're taking aside not taking into consideration, sorry, the what's that called? The Icelands of the Lost Lands. And this is a very, very, very cool place. The lighthouse. Let's see if we can take a look at it from outside. Uh, yes, let's see. Can we teleport here? Yes, we can. Yeah, this is very cool looking. Very, very cool looking. And can you believe that in later... Oh, you could have gone through here. And can you believe that in later eras they made this as a house at dawn? Yeah. That's what you all... That's when you can tell that WoW started doing things a little bit dodgy. Okay, this is very interesting. And you go up here again. Okay, very interesting. Then what do we have next? We have, not this book, we have Bridge Sewers. The very, very famous place of Bridge Sewers, and also here pets are not allowed. When you go here, you have this small portion again, and you end up at Hopper's Bog. Hopper's Bog, very, very nice place for tamers. Once you reach 77.1 taming, this is the place you want to go to if you follow the taming guide. Hopper's Bog, where you find giant odds, 77.1 taming required. You have lots of them. You have spawn to kill them. You can basically AFK it and all the way to 85-ish to the point you can tame hellhounds. And how to reach this? This is a bit tricky. What is this? Can you go up here? Target cannot be seen. I swear you can go up here. Target is blocked. Location blocked. Cannot be seen. Interesting. I thought you could go up there. It's very hard here to navigate through the sewers because you have all these rats. You have basically one tile only passage most of the time. And I honestly can tell you guys, I've never knew the layout of this building by heart. Let's see. Target cannot be seen. Okay, hold on. You have to go like this, otherwise you're in trouble. I mean, you cannot do anything because oftentimes you don't even have line of sight here. Oftentimes you don't even have line of sight, so you have to clean the spawn out of everything. Come on. Okay, there we go. I've seen people here. You know what you can train here. I'm not joking. It's no joke what I'm telling you. You can train forensic eval because the problem with training forensic eval is that you constantly need a corpse to train forensic eval on. I think until you reach a certain level when you can start using it on players to detect whether they are part of the thief guild or not. But until that point, you need a corpse to train it. And here you stand with your character and just aggroing, wrestling back rats as they spawn, and you normally have a corpse every time available. There is another entrance, two other entrances. I don't have the rune here because I oftentimes play reds, and I'm not comfortable with having runes in guard zone. And there is the only entrance to T2A that is inside guard zone, okay, which is this one, Fire Dungeon. In later eras, this one was very popular in Age of Shadow. I remember using it a lot because as a red, because you can in later eras you could actually go inside town as a red. And I would use this because this was a very nice entrance where with teleports to all other dungeons. Fire Dungeon! Yeah, you have red NPCs, just here, nobody ever done that. And you have more mages NPCs here. And if you took a look at my video about Fire Dungeon, you should know that you have... Can't I teleport there? Too far away. You know that there is silver spawning in this dungeon, so what are you waiting for? Come here and farm silver. There's some spot where you can go here. Here you could go on Europa. Here you could go on Europa. But here you cannot go. And here, just around here, you are at, how's it called? Yeah, there was a name to this area. This is the area just north of Papua. There was a champion spawn here. Okay, later eras, not this era. Lots of hellhounds, lots of lava lizards that are very, very much handy. Lava lizard when it comes to taming, and you don't want to wait until you have 84 for almost 85 for hellhounds. Yeah, nice dungeon is a really nice dungeon. Here you have also a graveyard. Here you have a graveyard. You could farm with silver weapons, and here you have all the mob, fire elementals. You have imps. You have how they call demons, gargoyles that they spawn with silver. But there is still one more entrance we need to cover, and it is the entrance everybody always forgets, including myself, because I was told when I was asking, is this is it, or is there anything more? Yes, there's something more, and it is this one. Where is the key? Let me check the key. Hold on. Here is the key. Pillars. Serpent pillars. Okay, here we are. There's the serpent pillar. Forward, what? Left. Stop. Okay, there you are. Serpent pillars. There's some words to speak. Dorakrion, Sueakron, something like that. The point is, when you go to this serpent pillar, you will not be teleported to the other serpent pillar, but you will be teleported to some other place, not near a serpent pillar. What's the use of the serpent pillars? Well, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea, because you can place boats in T2A, so why not placing a boat in T2A in the first place? And you can. There is no practical use to them, just so that you know them. Okay. One thing that might be interesting to go with the ship in T2A is mining or fishing in T2A, because there's nobody. By nobody I mean nobody controlling T2A seas, so you can definitely mine them along the mountainside east of Papua, or you can fish in the sea there. Then nobody is going to come for you. But aside from that, I mean, there's nothing to do with pillars. One only thing I've used the pillar for is to move pets. So basically, when you steal somebody's pet, let's say you kill somebody, you want to take his nightmare, okay? For some reason, you want to take his nightmare, but his nightmare is staying, and the nightmare will not cross any T2A portal with you. So what you have to do You have to gate it to a boat you have near Serpent pillars in T2A. Once the nightmare is on board your boat, you can use the pillars, then take it to Fell, and once it's in Fell, you can gate it to your house and wait for it to get wild and tame it again. But aside from this use, I really find no use in T2A portals. So let's move back here. I don't even know where this portal is. Let me check on the map. I think it's, let me guess it right. Southwest of Skara. Let me see if I guessed it right. No. Yeah, more or less. It's south of Skara, northwest of Gelon. Okay, that's where it is. This place. No practical use. I'd say I have a boat here because I just like Serpent Pillar, but there's nothing more. So these are all the T2A entrances that we can have. And basically, as you understand, there's some that are more used. That passage is very important. Ice dungeon is also important in my opinion. We have one in Guard Zone, which is Fire Dungeon. We have and Fire Dungeon spawn silver. Remember, there is a video with it. Check it out. We have entrances where you cannot make your pet come with you, so those are the least used. But maybe you're a stealther, let's say you go around without a mount, you could use them and never encounter anybody. You have the Rex to Rectu at Mongolo, where you can actually, with one single rune, say you don't want to go doing all the reg round. Okay, you just go there. You have 6 NPCs at Mongolo. You have 4 plus 2 outside NPCs at Papua. That's 12 NPCs to buy Rex from. That can build you a significant stash without wandering around with many recalls and many runes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you have a very troll-like entrance like the Serpent Pillars. This is pretty much it. This is what came out with Second Age, and this is what this server is all about, Second Age era accuracy, so that's what we have here. And it's all very, very interesting. This is, so basically this is it for this video. And I've seen many people asking me this video, so I finally managed to make it. Yeah, go Blade. I hope you find it enjoying. I hope you find the info I gave you through the video interesting and entertaining. And I hope to see you soon on my next video. And stay safe, citizens of Britannia. And until next time, goodbye, everybody.